The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators' comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. It is the 133rd episode of our weekly YouTube show. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Markus Pattern. We have the entire crew with us. Let's bring them all in. Let's say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So we have special guest Markus Pattern. You were here with us before, not too long ago in episode 120. So you have a new book that just is about ready to come out soon. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about it?
It's called 13 Shots of Whiskey. It's an anthology series of basically drawing stuff that people won't let me draw. So first issue is a cowboy issue about a cowboy riding off into his last sunset, and he tells us his life story, and we find out what a lying motherfucker he is through the for how he did his wife Sarah dirty, how he did his best friend Tanika dirty, and basically the reason why he was shot. It's a lot of swearing.
So what gave you the inspiration of putting this together?
The last time we were on, I was talking about the Gateway, where that Kickstarter failed, and I had a lot of fuck you energy that I needed to express. So so basically I've been watching a lot of cartoonist kayfabe. Jim Rugg did the Octobriana thing in 7 weeks. I thought, well, if he can do it, maybe I can do it. And turns out I can, sort of, if you consider 9 weeks to be 7 weeks, then yeah, I can do it. And I figured that I can go like, well, I can create a comic in 7 weeks. That's got to be a discernible skill. Pay me to do that, and I'll make you comics.
So you banged one out, as it were.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was just boom, boom, boom.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, how was that? Was it scattered? Was it hectic? Did you press it, or did it seem like there was a nice flow to it? Did it seem more organic, or was it just like a shit show? Tornado?
No, it was pretty. There was a slight hitch at the beginning, but I know it was pretty streamlined once I got the script written and stuff. Just straightforward, like in and drew it and stuff. Sat down. I got like really bad, like food poisoning or whatever, like midway through it. So that kind of torpedoed my drawing abilities, and then I had to go back to doing Christmas work. But other than that, if I was allowed to just if I hadn't become ill and had to go back to my regular job, I'd have done it within the 7 weeks. So yeah, no, it was pretty. Once I got down to it and sat down to it, like the bitterness of it all, of the failed Kickstarter, kind of just drove me on through, and the desire to have like a win by the end of the year. That basically.
So
Nice.
There was a zen to your fuck you energy, is what you're saying.
Yes, I suppose you could describe it as zen. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was? I have a question. How was the process of like drawing and writing? Like, was that difficult, or did that like go hand in hand? Because usually it's like you have a writer and you have an artist, and they're working like as a collaborative. But in this case, like you wrote and drew everything, right?
Yeah. This is the first time it's gone well. Normally, basically, the reason I've worked with writers before is because I, just the sheer motivation to get over the finishing line and not having someone to, if I let myself down, I want to let myself down. Whether I let a writer down, I've let someone else down, and I can't.
Real tough.
But again, but this time it's a case of like, no, I'm doing it, and I was having a lot of fun with it and stuff. So yeah, no, it was I don't know if I did answer your question there. I'm not sure.
No, you answered
You
that
did
question.
answer.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
you
there was a
went to,
movie
like,
that just
yeah.
came out earlier last year. Well, there was something that I watched earlier last year. It was a movie, Tick, Tick, Boom, the story of Jonathan Larson. He's the guy that made Rent. He died the night that it was supposed to premiere. And
Wait, really?
this is
I
a
didn't know
guy
that.
that his very first production, where he spent 8 years to make the sumbitch, he was told, it was a good try. We can't wait to see your next thing. But what about this thing? Yeah, we can't wait till your next thing. And it was crushing to him. But he did have a couple people that wound up being very favorable about it. And one person that was very famous. And that kept him going to the next project, which got him a lot more notoriety. But still, no one would have ever heard of him if it wasn't for Rent. And what was the moral of this entire story was he kept going through it. He persevered until, well, he kind of stopped because he died. But
He
no
did.
one, he
You
did.
know,
He is dead. That is
how
true.
long? Do you
No
know how
one.
long that story took? 525,000.
Stop. I love that song.
You just like it was there. I had to take that.
I love it.
No, that was
What's
worth
that
it.
song?
That was from Rent.
Yeah, it's a song from Rent. Yeah.
Right
I'll be
after
honest with you,
somebody dies.
I haven't seen Rent. I've only seen the Lindsay Ellis rant about it, so I haven't you know.
How about love? How about love? Sorry. No, it's all right.
We need more of that.
Okay, the show entirely just devolved down into singing.
Everybody just starts spinning and dancing around.
What musicals I do like, you could start singing. Disney, I'm all singing Disney musicals. That's fine by me.
So now that you've gotten this far into the project, how has the response been from the people that you've been showing it to?
The people who've looked at it all seem to dig it. And those, people I've shown it to seem to dig it, and those 5 people have been really sweet about it. So, it's getting shit out there is fucking difficult. Hence the reason being on quality YouTube like this. So everyone, go get my book. Tell me what you think, but only nice things, because my ego's too small for negativeness, and I can motivate myself to make the second book and the third book.
Yeah, and how about people, instead of picking up the 3rd or 4th copy of the same issue over and over again, try another book. But
it's third print. Come on, we need the third print.
And you're going to see later on that I got
third print. I need to sell out all my other shit to get to the third print, man. Do me a favor, please. Does Marvel need the money not to give it to Steve Ditko and fucking Jack Kirby? No, they fucking don't.
Oh.
No, instead they have to put about 23 different variant copies of a single issue number 23 that nothing really happens in, but hey, we need to sell comics.
But that Gwen Stacy cover that has nothing to do with the inside of it, that is choice.
Oh.
And I got one of those today. But to be fair, it was a David Nakayama.
I'll be honest with you, I was watching this Casual Comics, which have gone about like the new Ghost Rider one, and that's where they just like Gwen Stacy, but as Emma Frost on the cover of Ghost Rider for some reason.
That makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent.
Stupid. It's like they jumped the shark with covers.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see if I can dig for nothing in order.
They just want people to you see your favorite character? Buy now. Do it.
Wait, did this sell enough copies? Well, guess what? Now she's getting a mini series.
Fap.
Stupid.
That's all we are. A bunch of people fapping away to some books because maybe it might actually be something someday.
I'm not the target audience for that bullshit.
I've given up on that.
Or am I? find out when I show you my new pickups.
Well, to be fair, this is actually a pretty good, well-written. It's Rainbow Rowell, who just finished up on Runaways, and it starts off pretty well. From the first issue, haven't gotten to the second yet, but she runs into what's her name, Tatiana, the Titania.
Yeah,
starts a fight, and
Tatiana.
it looks like
The
she's
figure's
probably
Is that
going
her
to
name,
join the
Tatiana?
Titania.
Tatiana. Why am I thinking
Beautiful name.
Tatiana?
Because you're in a very save Ukraine mood.
Stupid.
That's why. Those Freudian as a motherfucker. I'm calling shit for shit, man. That's how I feel.
Keep it real. All right, let's get back on track.
Keep it 100.
It's 1,000 now. You didn't know?
I'm
to the third
terrible.
pa-
Literally too stupid to insult.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not getting the reference. I'm not stupid.
No, that's me. I'm stupid. I'm the dumb one around here sometimes.
I are smart.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
I love Ralph.
So fucking much.
Oh.
So,
Anyway.
go ahead.
I didn't say anything. I said so, and then I was, I don't know.
I was laughing too. So
And Rose even asking, there's other comics out there other than Batman. Oh, you wouldn't know if you were watching other comic book YouTube
What's
channels, which
Batman?
isn't to say that bad YouTube channels show nothing but the top 10 list, but
Batman. More
it's
like
all Batman.
Batman.
didn't that movie come out today? The Batman?
yeah, it's all in my news feed today on Twitter.
It was on my YouTube feed.
You mean that Twilight Tinkerbell vampire? Is
Hey!
Batman? That's some
Leave that short,
bullshit.
leave that short brother alone.
Remember when men were men and had rubber nipples? Who had that? Val Kilmer? Who had the rubber nipples?
I think Val
I think
Kilmer
Val
was
was
the
the-
Batman
Oh.
movie, no debate.
Yes. That's a
Best Mark
great
Hamill
movie.
Joker as well.
Yeah, Marshall.
Joker.
Yeah.
I would consider that the second best Batman movie made, second only to
Phantasm,
Mask of the
Phantasm.
Phantasm.
I liked Batman, the 1989, Keaton and Nicholson.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is my Batman for sure. I mean, I like Christian Bale's
Joker.
Batman.
That one's coming
Or,
back.
I'm sorry. Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Sorry. Yeah, Michael Keaton. Sorry.
Michael Keaton
I need
is
to quit
going to be
apologizing.
in the new Batman for Batgirl.
Yeah,
He's
gonna
already
be-
been shooting for it.
Really?
Batgirl's daddy.
I think it's
Stop.
old man Batman, but considering we watched that really
your
horrible
daddy.
animated one with,
I'm your daddy.
it's going to be Batman trying to bang Batgirl.
Call me Bat Daddy.
Oh God.
Is that what we
Where
want
is
to
she?
see?
Does she have my number? Oh. Oh, did we lose someone? No,
Ace
Ace.
dropped.
What?
And Ace is gone.
Ace?
We scared them away because we're talking about Batman and the Bat
No.
nipples and about everything.
Are they pissed off at us? They're like, fuck you.
No.
Oh, gotta hop off. They may be back, but probably not.
It's all good. Feel better. All right.
So
Well,
my Batman take should have been hotter. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh, what?
Yeah, that's why.
Life's so confusing.
I'm regularly confused whether I want to be or not.
Miss Kitty's like, what the fuck?
You wouldn't be confused otherwise, would you? You'd be like copacetic. That's how that works, fam.
Yeah.
I think most of the world right now is a little bit confused considering we have a war going on and we're still questioning whether or not, hey, Chip Zdarsky's going to be on Batman, but there's a war, but Chip Zdarsky's going to be on Batman.
What you reading, Marcus? What you reading?
Right now, I've got the Marvel Unlimited app, so I was power driving through that stuff.
Hell yeah.
All new Wolverine. I'm really digging that. I was reading
Nice.
the Darth Vader 2015 run, and
Cool. Is that not Soul, but who first did that? Was it Gillen? Who did
That cat, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering his name, because I couldn't. Started reading Dr. Alpha and stuff.
Oh, cool.
What else am I reading?
Is any of that Star Wars stuff good? I haven't read any of those. Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds
it is.
great.
There's
Mesmerized
just
by
so much of it.
yeah. The Gillen one for Darth Vader is really good. I basically binged through that, and it's on like
I heard
25.
that one's like a really good one. I mean,
Nice.
I've heard people who aren't normally just Star Wars people say that it is good.
The Dr.
I'm
Alpha
gonna have to
series
add
is
that.
good as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have
Who
to add
writes
that to my
that? I don't know.
list.
Fuck knows, somebody.
Okay.
Someone good.
And also, I was reading Scott Young's Strange Academy, where I found out
Ooh,
fucking sick
hell
as fuck,
yeah.
man. That is the best.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah. So fun.
That's
You
my
probably
shit
picked a
right
good
there.
time because it's wrapping up its story probably in issue 18.
Are you serious? No.
He's moving on to other greener pastures, and then they're going to just restart.
What could possibly be greener than Strange Academy?
Better to have like 18 issues of perfection and like kind of it spiral out and stuff.
That's
You know,
fair. We don't want
and
it
I can
to
collect it
into,
I can collect it in a fucking trade.
You don't want it to turn into what X-Men is now, you mean?
It was on Batman for so long. Tom King. You don't want it to turn into a Tom King.
Oh shit, yeah.
Did you realize that Tom King just released another Batman comic book today?
Stop. No.
I'm not kidding.
No.
On top of the Batman Catwoman, there's another one that just came out today. I didn't get a ton of that stuff, so let me see which
the
one.
Batman is actually really good. I like that series.
Killing Time, that came out today. New series.
No.
This one takes place before Bat and Cat got together.
Stop.
Catwoman 2004 forever.
I really like the Catwoman Lonely City as well from Black Label. That's really good.
How
I haven't
old
read
were
that
you,
one.
Marcus, when you first read a comic?
Something. I was put.
So you're good with numbers. You're telling me you're good with numbers.
I was probably about like 10, something like that. It depends. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes and stuff like that. But I think the first proper comic, like actually like this is a thing I've gone and picked. Oh, actually no, the Rugrats and stuff like that. So I mean, since like I was 10, really. But like the first like kind of like American book would have been like when I was like 13 and I moved up to Newcastle and realized that it was shithole and I needed to do something with my time. So I went into a Forbidden Planet to get Deadpool and Spawn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I thought so.
I think I was about 7 or 8 when I got like my hands on the first, and it was my grandma's house. Like, so there wasn't a lot to do at my grandma's house, but the neighbors, like 2 houses down, they always had yard sales, and they had a kid, and the son, he would have all of his old Avengers comics for like $0.25 each.
No.
Yeah, I'll go down there, and it was like all 80s Avengers, and I'd go down there and like get,
I'm out.
3 or 4 of them and go back to my grandma's and like read them and just like get my mind blown and then try to draw them and stuff, because you always thought you were an artist when I thought I was,
You are. You're.
I just loved doing it as a kid though. But like, yeah, that's when I first started getting into it. And then after that, like we had that the X-Men TV animated series, and like that got me into volume 2 of X-Men, which then took me back to volume 1, which Claremont era, just that was my heart and soul. Anyways, this is about you.
I mean, I have nothing more to contribute other than if I started the Avengers books from the 80s, I wanted to start with comics. But like, the X-Men animated series is what kind of got me into it, because I've absolutely fucking adore that show.
Same.
Like, it's in my DNA,
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, same here. Like I wasn't even collecting comic books as a child. Like I read them here and there, like the ones that my mom allowed me to like read, like the Archies, the TMNT Adventures, the Sonic the Hedgehog. Like whenever because we would go to the flea market all the time, and get comics.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like I got I got older, like I would think like my buddy in college like had me reading a bunch of like trades of random like
That's all right.
essential like I read the X-Men
On that gloomy
essentials, like
age.
Hulk essentials, all those black and white like books, you know, those
Yeah.
old school trades back in the day.
We're not ageist, man. We
I got
love
into I read the trade of Death of Superman and the first Alien versus Predator way before I actually read any comics, proper comics, because I got them in my school library. So
there was a story. All right, me and my best friend, we were in the second grade. His name was Ryan.
Me too.
Like the day that Death of Superman came out, my mom, maybe his mom came with us too, but like we went to the comic shop and like we went in there, like we waited it, like we got it the day that the Death of Superman came out, and I just remember like devouring it when I got home and just being like, "Oh,
did you cry?
it's so crazy and fucked up." He's dead, because I got the trade when it came out. It's like you, like, so I had the whole story. I didn't get like, you know, each issue when it came out. It was when the trade dropped. Anyways, I thought it was just like the most intense thing ever.
I mean, it's probably best to read it in the trade and stuff because, like, you know, I mean, like, because you also get the way the panel breaks down and stuff, and like, you know, the whole gimmick and stuff, and like, you know, as you know,
I agree. Like, I've been reading Invincible in trade form, and it's been wonderful. I didn't have that chance to read it in floppies, and can't afford those floppies. So
the way that, like, sorry,
no, it's all good. I was almost done. Trade was just been my way to read it. Go ahead.
Trade is how I read stuff. I don't really pick up floppies on an individual level unless there's a specific book that's taken my fancy. But like, I just don't have the fucking room, you know. And like, you know, I just better to have like a all go and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So the Death of Superman really, for me, like, the way they did the suspense of Doomsday with like each panel and it wearing down his, like, he's slowly getting loose and getting closer and closer to Earth, like, it scared the shit out of me. A whole issue out of that shit. But that was like, it was so intense. I don't know. It just really, it like got my little child anxiety up, and that's awesome. Because you're fucking scared.
As a child, that book kind of gets you and stuff, and like as an adult, it's a case of like,
Doomsday's coming.
Yeah.
It really boom, boom, boom.
The one thing I really remember about it is like this: that they're giving he's giving a TV interview, and someone asked him how much he got laid and shit, and it's like, oh, okay, just one of the main standout things to me about the book. All these years, like, because you know how things random just pop in your mind, like he had a mullet, and then Supergirl was dating a ginger person. With
Alexander Luthor.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
So
from Crisis,
when Doomsday like punched Supergirl in the face and it just like melted off.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was intense.
I don't know if she was like an alien or if it was really her, but like he punches a version of Supergirl. And like her eyes just shoot out. It looks like, and she's like a fucking.
What comic is this from?
It's a Superman.
It's like
there's a reason why she was not quite Kryptonian. She wasn't quite Supergirl. It was an alien sort of shape.
It was an alien. Okay, that's why she.
Like
so it's
their
like,
version of the Skrull.
Doomsday punched her because she was like an alien thing. So it was like Supergirl or whatever, and like then she hit the shit out of it so hard that it morphed back to its original form. And that shit scared the shit out of me as a kid. I was like, ugh! He slapped the fucking Supergirl out of her.
Yeah, that is creepy. Fuck, they did that girl so bad.
The shit that stays with you. And then, like, the last panel, I always remember this. Like,
it's traumatizing.
His arm, like.
Yeah.
God.
He had a big purple kisser thing on his cheek.
Similar to that topic, I remember a story from Wizard way back in the day when they were talking about Death of Superman, and it showed me that a lot of the people that are writing about comics don't actually read this shit because they were complaining, and imagine trying to complain about this today, that it was a comic filled with nothing but splash panels. What they didn't realize was that gimmick that you were just talking about right now, where every issue was leading up to like 9-panel grid and then taking one away until it was 2 panels on a page, 1 panel, and then
he's here.
Yeah, I mean,
for a kid, that is fucking good shit.
As someone who makes comics, the idea that you're gonna plan that, because that's like 9 comics and stuff. That's a big ask, in confining people, and you're limiting your storytelling down to like a finite amount of pounds. So like basically you got like 22 pounds to tell a story. That's that's an incredible achievement. So clearly the guys at Wizard didn't know what the fuck they're on about. It's typical achievements. Like
stupid.
And we had just on a couple weeks ago, Jason Sean Alexander, who works with Todd McFarlane, who I know you admire him. And what I didn't realize about him is that he still does comics the Marvel way. He will get on the phone with Jason and say, so this is my idea for issue 300. And he has to mad scribble down whatever he's saying because he's not getting no script. So I'm trying to.
I can do that too, Todd. I can do that too.
Oh, that's frightening.
You heard that. You heard that.
So when you're looking at a script, are you able to do it the Marvel way where somebody just says, here's what I want? Okay.
Not to break
go back and do everything, or would you prefer this actual script?
No one's actually probably given me the Marvel method before, so I've only ever received full scripts. But I've gone from having like kind of proper DL scripts to proper kind of like loose, like 1 line for a panel and stuff. So essentially, I just need a jumping off point. So I would like to do the Marvel method. If Mr. McFarlane is listening, I will gladly try it. I can. So yeah, it'd be interesting to try because I'm a storyteller. I'm a visual storyteller, so in theory, I know what I'm doing better than. I know what I'm doing better than the writer and stuff. Because what the fuck do they know? They've just got to write a little line, and I've got to compose it and stuff, the camera angles and shit. Fucking writers.
I'm just trying to imagine the difference between going, okay, I'm going to give you a really coked up phone call because I just got finished watching a movie and now I have an idea for a script. And you go, okay, that guy's fucking crazy. And then you go to the direct opposite end of the spectrum where Alan Moore goes, here's a 28-page script. And you go, awesome, this is a full comics. No, that would be page 1.
I mean, the idea of working with Alan Moore would be pretty fucking dope, and I would like to give it a try. But I don't know. I mean, I would hope he wouldn't give me like 28 pages for 1 panel. I think that's just too much information to absorb, especially since from what Gary's like, yeah, this is what I've written down meticulously. But if you come up with a better idea, do it yourself and stuff. So like, a happy medium.
So whose art do you admire?
In terms of modern comics, like David Ayer. Well,
those some names.
Going back, back from my ages, Humberto Ramos, Joe Madureira, Jim Lee, the guy who did Area 52, Katsuhiro Otama, Mashimura Shirao. Basically any manga that was published by Dark Horse in the mid 2000s. I really dug the guy did Ashen Battle Angel Alita, his Ashen Victor range. So and in terms Chris Pacello and stuff like that. So basically, if it was published in the mid 90s, late 2000s, like that's who I am basically aping all the time. Trying to now crib from David Ayer and Jock and Fiona Staples and John and Paul Lennon and stuff like that.
I really like Staples quite a bit.
She's the reason I picked up that Archie book. I've never read an Archie before in my life.
Are you a saga reader?
Fun?
Are you a saga reader? They just finally brought back the book. They're 2 issues in now.
I'm waiting for the compendium. I read the series in compendium, so I'm just like, do I get the trades or like no? I'm gonna wait till I can binge it in one big fucking go.
Well, I
And
don't
Joel
want to
Jones.
spoil anything, but after that 3-year wait,
Yeah.
I can say this much: it was
Same.
worth the wait.
Yeah, I'm still trying to read it too. I only have the first 3 trades, and I'm trying to get through that right now. But I definitely want to read it like compendium format too, because a homie of mine was reading Invincible in the compendium format, and it just seemed like it was a lot more simple than just buying hella trades, which I did.
The problem with the compendiums are they're really fucking huge, and they're they're really awkward to read, a comic kind of thing. But if you can kind of soldier through that, like and say like Saga, you just binge, like kind of I picked up and just binged it all. It was like
yeah,
such a fucking
that makes
fantastic
sense.
series.
Come on, Michael. No, I don't want to wait another 5 years for any book. That if I have to wait that
Star
long.
Wars movies.
So, do they have a new comic book day in Angleterre?
I believe so.
Did you pick up any books over the last week?
Pardon?
Did you pick up any books over the last week?
No, because I work from home and my local is like all the way in central London, so like no. I don't tend to pick up like kind of new floppies and stuff. Like I pick up trades or and again, nothing against floppies and stuff. I just don't really have the room unless there's something like that will take my fancy, like the Nightwing thing where it's just one continuous on panel. Like that's genius, and that's something to study and stuff. And like but like basically like no, if it's because again I simply don't have the room and the cash flow and if I just wait for the trade, I wait for the trade. It's just how I got used to reading and stuff.
I'm definitely. I'll go ahead. Not bad.
Please.
No, I was just gonna say I'm definitely getting to that point too. It's getting super expensive, and I see. Oh, what's up, Zombro? Yeah, it's just getting expensive, and I live in a room in a big house, so it's like I only have so much space that I can go out and spread out my comic book collection. So eventually, it's like I'm gonna have to slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I live with a wife and child, and they had to put stuff in this house too. So So
oh yeah, your man cave is the child's room now, probably.
Pretty much.
Or their playroom.
So I also do like trades in the thing. So on Amazon you can find used trades also for like a fraction of the price, and so being able to do that, you can eat it up, not worry about being OCD and fucking it up. And I love chunking a story out, just banging it out like a story in a sitting, you know what I mean, like a series in a sitting. I mean, obviously not if it's like $25, but like a 12er.
Yeah, I mean that's what 3 o'clock in the morning and bourbon's for, Amazon, so you can make those decisions,
You are hella funny.
Real adult tough decisions that need to be made.
Drunk buys.
I think that next.
I bought this one right here when I was 2 shots in. This one right here. Yeah.
Oh, that's worth it. I need that. But one of the next things that I'm planning on purchasing, and Lady, you already have it because we need to talk about it on Jamie's show, J Hood, Monster by Brian. I
need to get
the
that.
First name. Barry Windsor
Smith.
I need to get that. Yeah, my homie read that. And
Did you order it, Rob? So is it on the way?
No, I am almost broke now because this was the week of getting paid from. Oh my God, and there it is.
Yeah. No, I just pay rent, so I'm already knowing where you're coming from.
Yeah, monsters. Go grab mine. I see mine right now.
How did you find the lettering in it? I really threw me the way the lettering goes. Well, for circles all over the fucking. I had to watch.
Let me go grab it real quick.
I had to watch the Strip Panel Naked episode where they explained how it loops up and stuff. Otherwise, I was getting completely fucking lost.
Really?
Oh, the order?
Yeah, because I'm used to going like normal
Yeah,
progressions
it's
and
either
stuff.
like normal reading or like manga reading where you're reading backwards. Is it?
No, it's
You follow the
basically-
bubble.
you follow the bubbles, but
Ah.
I've never read comics that way before. I've never had it on like where you. So I'm doing really bad, but it's basically it snakes around the page, right? So it's not going on the Z-axis, going D.
Kind of have to like
D, 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 D.
clockwise it or something.
Yeah, like it would, I mean, again, if it, he's good at what he's doing, but like a note saying, oh, by the way, this is how you read the fucking dialogue would have been, yeah. See, that's just fucking awkward. Where you just, that page isn't too bad, but there are other ones where it's like you have to really concentrate and stuff,
Oh yeah, that's intense. Beautiful art though.
The artwork is beautiful. It's an intense book. I'm not too sure if I'm going to read it more than once.
Yeah, it's very intense. I mean, it involves some kind of fucked up stuff.
It does. If
With monsters, I better be some
The name
fucked up
monsters,
shit.
yeah. It's
Well,
kind
if it
of,
wasn't for this story, we wouldn't have gotten Bruce Banner's father as the raging alcoholic psychopath that would have been the contributing factor to Immortal Hulk. So I thank Barry Windsor Smith, and I'm also sorry that it got ripped off.
And Jake Busey,
did Barry Windsor Smith? I thought so. Did Peter David rip that? I thought Peter David wrote kind of that shit too.
So from what I remember watching from one of the kayfabe guys along with Jerk Comics, he did an introspective on that where it was they were just discussing portions of what Barry Windsor Smith was working on, and he left to go do some other things, and they liked the ideas he was using and said, ha ha ha, I like that. I'm using it. It's mine now.
I've heard because like he pitched it to him, but he wanted it to be as bleak and as dark as that book is. But like we're Marvel, we're not publishing. Where the dad's calling the mum the cunt. What the fuck's wrong with you? No, go write a more sanitizer. And it's like, well, I'm not doing that. And then again they just cribbed that idea. But like the initial idea was too extreme, even though because it was like the mid-80s, and
Yeah, and if a guy's been working on this for the last 30 years, it reminds me of just who I was talking about earlier, Jonathan Larson, that spent 8 years on something that very few people, if any, has ever seen. And now I'm going 30 years. I want to see what he's been working on for that long.
Jonathan Larson. Who's Jonathan?
Jonathan Larson is the playwright that wrote Rent. Died the night of the release.
I should have remembered that because we literally said that about.
I bounce around a lot.
Sorry.
I'm like a walking Catcher in the Rye.
What really got on my nerves about that book, like they censored out the swearing, but they left in the goddamn, which made it sound really more like harsh and like I'm really cursing. There's like, what the fuck's wrong with you people?
I
But
thought
they won't count the first thing, but they're leaving the spitting the water on the women and then leave out why.
and he called like
Weird.
everybody a phony. It was just
Yeah.
like
Everyone's a phony.
You're a great
Yeah.
big fat phony.
I mean, yeah. I read that on night shift in the mental ward, so like I can't really
interesting.
remember too much. I used to work in the mental
Holden
ward. I was
Caulfield.
home. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I worked
so-
grave shift at a cathedral for 2 years as a security guard, so I know that feeling. I
yeah.
mean, I'm not working with crazy people, but it's some spooky shit down there.
I used-
trips.
I used to work in old folks' homes as well, so like basically I'm like the stick
Damn.
boy, reading it on a fucking at night shift on a ward full of people who are sound is pretty was the
Like
thing.
a Cuckoo's Nest or something.
Yeah.
A great big phony.
Let's show new books.
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes in. You're welcome to hang out. We thank you so much, Marcus, for coming on the show. We do want to promote this book once it gets the release, once the Kickstarter is fully available, so we can get that funded.
It's not. I'm just releasing the books. The book is already out. So
there's no
I should
Kickstarter for it.
no, because I got fucked off with them because with the Gateway, right? Apparently like 60 people turned up to begin with, and in this case, if we just released the book, we'd have had 60 people buying the fucking book. But it's like, we had to go for the algorithms, guess of like, no, then and the book was already finished. It's like, well, I'm not doing that again. So like you can buy the book
Gotcha.
from my Etsy store or from my Gumroad Markus Pattern drawers.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we got to promote that then.
So yeah, the first issue of 13 Shots of Whiskey is out now, ready for you to buy. The second issue will be out, if all things going equal, will be out on the 28th of March. Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
So
I'm
all
hoping
things
I
being
am
equal.
typing this in right and copy and paste it.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Also, if you
For
do want
some
to help,
reason, I'm trying.
if people do want to help kind of crowdfund it and stuff, if you go to my Ko-fi or my Patreon, any money I make from that is going towards the productions of these books. So you can kind of crowdfund it if you wanted to. So that's Markus Pattern draws on both Ko-fi and Patreon. Or if you want to commission me to draw you a super duper image, that will also go towards the
Does
book.
commissions too, people.
I do. I'm available for most things.
There it is. I just found it. I'm going to drop this link in the chat right now. This is the website. You can all check it out. Markus Pattern Draws at Gumroad.
You know,
Nice
I got my
meeting you.
notebook right. See, you talk about you having a notebook. I got my notebook right here. I'm always taking notes.
It's always good to take notes because
I know.
yeah, if you just follow me on Twitter and stuff, well, that sure come up and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess now we're going to get into the portion of the show where we do our comic book therapy. So you're welcome to hang around with us as we show some new comics. But if you have to run and get to bed or whatever have you, feel free because we're all going to be probably taking a very early night here tonight.
I can stick around for a little bit longer.
All right, sweet.
Awesome.
Nice.
So who wants to go first? I'm going to just play this little intro and we'll just get right on to it. This is our comic book therapy segment.
So, what exactly is the problem? Tell Dr. Worst.
It's Swole Black Cat. I see her in my dreams.
It is okay. Swole Black Cat cannot hurt you.
But what if I want her to hurt me?
What?
What?
I love it. Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, that would be the whack version, the better
I
version, I
know.
think.
all right.
So who wants to go first? Lady, Kirk?
I ain't got no books today.
Just Lady
Well-
and I. Lady, you want to go first? Throwing you up there.
All right.
Let's
These
see
are
them
the
Silver Surfers.
yeah, but first I'm gonna show you the new ones, and then I'll show
Oh,
you the ones
nice.
that are on the back bins. Moon Knight 9. They only had the stupid Carnage thing left. But I thought it was cool. That looks like a red crescent, which is kind of neat. So that's fun.
Was that
But anyways.
Carnage Moon Knight?
Carnage forever, whatever that means.
I'm good.
It was the only copy they had left.
Oh, how is
Yeah.
that? I haven't been reading it.
I haven't
Is it
read
good?
this one, so I don't know if this one's good or not.
I read
First
the
all right. I
Tamaki
mean,
one.
it's no like John Byrne sensational She-Hulk, but
Mhm.
like it's only one issue, dude.
Yeah,
So-
they're only one issue in.
Yeah. Miles Morales. What if Miles Morales became Captain America? So that's cool. This is the A cover. And then I also found I think this is the B cover.
Oh,
And
you got it.
I thought that was
Oh,
sweet.
nice.
Yeah. And then honestly, like so glad I found this one and it was my favorite pickup of the day. And it's just simply because it's Sway variant. Maybe not be Sway actually. Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe is Sway.
You mean the material?
No.
Oh,
Soul.
no
it's Soul,
way!
But it's Fantastic Four, Black History
I
Month.
love it.
Isn't
I
it
want
beautiful?
I fucking want it.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually on the. It's Soul.
My baby girl.
So I have another one that I bought, and it's coming in the mail. So I can, if you don't get one, like I'll have a double for you.
Ooh, I will take that. That is such. Who did this cover? You said Soul did this cover?
I think. Let me
It is
just.
so fucking good.
I know when I saw it, like I pre-ordered one, and so the pre-ordered one is the one I'm waiting on.
Yeah, it is Moon Girl, Michael. That is clean. I usually don't do the whole variant thing, but I would definitely like jump on that.
No, this may be Sway because I think Sway did all of the Black History months.
Okay, gotcha. That's clean.
Where's the color break? Are you fucking with me?
No, stop.
He's being a shithead. Now color break you.
Didn't you just finish that series?
Me, yeah, I have it all, baby.
Hell yeah.
That big circle. Huge.
It's a moon.
No crescent moons.
Okay, so that's my new stuff. And then, holy shit, y'all. My LCS has a sale going on for 5 days. It's any books with a price tag marked 2020 or older. It's 45% off back issue bins. So, picked up a Silver Surfer, 115. Like this, so for sales, the Silver Surfer or the Severed Surfer, and so this she's holding his buns. She's really excited about his buns. I thought that was really funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know she's
Like, ooh,
excited.
I got the buns.
I got his tushy. So
I got
there's,
a
and then
leg.
issue 119.
Are these from the 90s?
Huh?
Are these from the 90s? When does this take?
Yeah, this
What
is from
era?
96.
Okay.
So Silver Surfer went up to 146, and I'm trying
I
to
did
collect
not know
issues 100 through 146.
Nice.
A 129.
That's a great cover.
Destination 1947. Yeah, it's like he's some kind of private eye.
I thought it was like Indiana Jones.
I know. Looking good,
Indiana-
looking good. Saga of
Oh,
Crystar. Crystal Warrior. Feature-length fantasy in the Marvel manner, bitches. Yeah.
That would be worth picking up.
I mean, it was $4.99 with 45% off, so it was like $2.50. This one's hilarious. Reese's Pieces, number 1 by Eclipse.
No shit. They actually made that? Of course they did. It was the 80s.
Reese was the artist. So this is hilarious. It's got a bunch of really goofy, scary stories in it, and I just love it. And then I picked up Phoenix, The Untold Story. I already had this, but I did not have the newsstand.
I've never
And
seen that before.
if any of you know me, I am a massive Jean Grey / Phoenix fan, and so mommy needed the yes. This
Worth it.
I have Planet of the Vampires number 1. It's an Atlas title. But then I picked up Planet of the Vampires number 2. It's like campy AF.
And bondage.
Quest
What's
for
Myers?
It's hilarious.
Questlove is in that book?
Yeah, that's right.
He
And
gets around everywhere.
yeah.
Okay, Michael Emond. Wow.
So, anyways, and then I picked up this She-Hulk 37. I've got issue 38 on the way, which is the final issue of one of the runs. So, yeah.
Who's doing the cover?
On this one, I don't know, but it's anime. Obviously, you can see.
It looks like yeah.
Let me open and look. Boop, 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 boop.
Do you remember Marvel printed that Sideways comic called Eden? Looks like that guy.
Yeah. Is it Marvel?
Yeah.
It says Vincenzo Cuccia, Cucca, Vincenzo Acunzo, and Barbara Ciardo.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
And it has 3 Siggies.
Even a studio signature.
Open that book. Vincenzo Cucci, exactly. Let's see. Here she's getting slammed into the ground. Boom. Anyways.
Looks
Yeah,
cool.
and then finally. Oh wait, this one was not 45% off. That was the only one that wasn't. And then I also got this handbook, the Spider-Geddon, and it's got featuring Miles, Parker, Spurter, Spider-Punk, and more.
Spider-Punk!
That's
I
it.
didn't realize he was an actual character. I thought he was just a meme
I
on
want
Twitter.
his first. I want his first appearance for sure.
Vincenzo Cucci.
Coochie. I'm just going to stick with that. Coochie gets slammed. Who would have guessed it?
It's called Pussy Pounding. So it's in RuPaul's Drag Race. No, here's the thing. In RuPaul's Drag Race, I watch it with my brother, but they have this thing called Dance for Your Life. And it's when like the bottom 2 contestants have to like dance and like lip sync to a song. And the here's the thing. There's this theory when a contestant gets really desperate, they pussy pound. And that means they do the splits and they put their moose knuckles on the ground. It's
Jesus, that's
hilarious.
gonna hurt. Fuck.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, she's desperate. She's doing the pussy pound. Anyways.
I remember one time seeing this. I can't remember what I was watching, but this woman did like a legs of it was a bloke, and he just fell like that on his fucking. It was like Jesus, no. Oh,
lip sync for your life.
Nothing.
This just failed.
I love it.
I used to watch it once upon a time myself. No, I don't watch that much TV because I don't.
You don't love yourself. How the hell are you gonna love anybody else?
See, Rose knows what we're talking about. They're great at knowing this stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right, so I guess I should show the pile of stuff that I have. Maybe I don't know.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna blow myself up. Here we go.
Right.
So I honestly don't know why people would call me near mint or not near mint. I just have stuff lying around here.
Woo!
That's one of them. Other things that have come in lately. Woo! I'll take a lizard battle.
Fanny packing. I like that. That's good. No, that's a good one. It's classier.
Third appearance of the Kingpin. That I got with a trade. I can't talk about what I exactly traded, but let's just say I didn't exactly need it. It's fungible. So here are the DC books. DC books, right? Okay. So we're going to start off with some, because almost everything these days is all Batman. I like Batman, but a lot of it. Batman 121. Killing Time, because Tom King these days is killing Batman and killing time. More Killing Time. I don't even know if I'm showing this to the camera anymore. I was so unprepared coming on tonight. As I always am. Here's Dark Knights of Steel. I think it's issue number 5.
Very cool. Very cool.
Now, my favorite new cover artist of modern day, he just started, Irving Rodriguez on Detective Comics, new issue. So good that I got it again with the variant cover by Lee Bergermo.
That's a
Followed
good
by,
looking boot.
this is such a good cover for Batgirl.
Yeah.
I like that Doc Martin shit.
He spent a lot of time on just that boot,
Yeah,
and I
that's
thank him
clean.
for that.
The detailed ass boot.
I know.
It's a Doc Martin too, bro.
She's stomping on you.
I wish it was bright yellow, but other than that, it's some beautiful. That's beautiful.
My dad called
Doesn't matter.
when I got my first pair of Doc Martens. So my dad was like a farm boy. He's like, "Those are shit kickers." Shut up, Dad. I'm cool.
If you really like shit kickers, read Reign. This is the 5th issue of Justice League Incarnate. Pretty looking Dark Side. I know, can Dark Side really be pretty? Oh God, he jumped in at the moose knuckle. Always a great time to jump in the party, right?
Oh God, you got me dying, bro.
I keep it classy.
Nice house on the left with a nice little ass shot. Because why not?
Ooh, first volume of the trade came out. I'm trying to get that.
It's worth it. If you haven't read it yet, it's so good, and they leave you on.
I just read the first
cliffhanger.
issue. That's it.
This just came out today. Apparently, somebody assassinated Ra's al Ghul.
Boo. He'll be back.
Yeah, especially when it's the Suicide Squad when it continues into the next issue. All right, those are DC. Here comes the Marvel. Marvel is a much bigger stack.
All
And no,
Gwen
this
Stacy
isn't-
variants.
What happened?
So they're all Gwen Stacy variants.
Way too many variants. Like the Dan Panosian variant.
No, that is sick.
Ew.
I know that if Sanimation tunes in, that she will probably tune in right away because they do not like aliens. But how about some Spider-Man? With Door Z, we're ending the series, and then they're going to restart it with Volume 6.
Michael's saying that Putin assassinated Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, well, was it polonium? Did he throw him out a window? He'll come back.
I think it was Novichok.
No, he was trying to assassinate Scapali, but Ra's al Ghul was going through a bin, so he didn't actually. He killed the wrong guy.
I almost picked this up today, but I was like, fight it, so I didn't.
Yeah, but it's Red Skull with Venom, so why not?
That's
It's
actually
only holy shit! It's $4.99. God, comics are really expensive these days. So here's the issue 3 at least, because I'm not just getting first issues and.
Have you read it? Because I'm thinking about hopping on that.
I'm about five weeks behind now. I've only read 9 books in 5 weeks.
I'm behind too. Oh damn, that's clean.
Yep. I'm looking forward to the second print of issue 3 coming out soon.
Me too. I'm grabbing that shit. Yes. That shit looks clean.
This is the second print to the Alex Ross cover.
I wonder how that series is. I'm reading the Iron Man one right now, and that one's great.
It's not bad. But I only read the first issue, and I'll probably just wait till it's all done because this feels like the only Captain America comic coming out right now.
He's not still doing the other series, the other Captain America series? That's
still going, but it takes 3, 4, 5 months between issues. So I'll forget. I'll order it if it's on FOC, but I haven't seen a solicitation for a regular Cap comic in at least like 3, 4, 5 months. But this is the issue, folks. If you've been looking forward to the brilliant new redesign of the Punisher logo, it premieres in story in this issue. Final page, you get Frank Castle Punisher showing up with that new logo with the horn skull and the teeth thing, and it's fucking weird.
It's only going to be around for like 3 issues, and I'm going to drop it. So
That's my guess. But I mean, hey, they've said the same thing about Elektra being Daredevil, and here we are, like 5 months, 6 months later, she's still Daredevil. So maybe they're going to try and make that stick. And is
I put it
Jason
to
Aaron?
I put it to you: who gives a flying fuck about Elektra and Daredevil? Everyone likes the Punisher logo. You know, it's a universal thing. So they won't just fuck that around, would they? No matter who keeps sticking on their fucking bumpers.
Yeah, so I know that Marvel likes that logo. It's a cool logo, but I know that they're scared shitless to do anything about it when it's military and police and the poor boys. I'm not going to say who they exactly are because I don't want to be shot again.
I know, but those motherfuckers will go on to something else. Where it's like, you know.
Yeah, at the same time, yeah, you can't let a bunch of pussies co-opt something that was comics first.
Yep, I agree. And I just watched the movie House of Gucci, where Lady Gaga in that role goes, "Hey, maid, what is that you have over there?" "Oh, it's a Gucci purse. I got it as a gift." And she finds out it's a fake, and the person that runs the whole organization, "I don't care as long as it's out there in product." But meanwhile, you're diluting the whole essence of what it's supposed to be about. It's just not a good idea. Similar.
That's why you can't say Google as a thing because
Oh,
like
that's so cool.
that is so cool.
I'm
Simmons
so jealous.
better. But this one's really nice too.
Yeah, yours is better than mine. Mine was stupid. Carnage is stupid. I'm so sick of Carnage.
I'm not sick of She-Hulk though.
No, me either. She's cool.
But I am sick of these Gwen Stacy variants.
Yeah, they're annoying.
I'm a
What
little
the fuck is that?
This is David Nakayama doing Gwen.
No, I know. Come on, Rob.
I'm sorry?
It's more existential. What the fuck is that?
I don't know what fuck anything is going on anymore. I have been awake day after day, getting 2-3 hours sleep. If you told me today was Friday and we're doing your show, Lady Fantastic, I would believe you. Because this is strange. Strange.
Another
She's
thing
a woman now.
shit.
SJW shit.
Strange world. Lots of strange going on, right?
Damn, Rob. Will you give me one of them?
Yeah, I think I can handle
Give me
that.
the shittiest one that you
Is
don't
that
like.
an art germ?
Well, if I can find one, I don't need one from you.
Regular cover,
Mm-mm.
which good.
You pick.
Art
You
term
pick what you
cover,
want.
That shit
Also
is
really
hella
good.
clean.
but oh my god, Jay Scott.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
That's probably my favorite one.
Do you know what I like
Okay.
most about J. Scott Campbell covers? Is that he just basically draws his wife all the time. Man gets paid to draw his wife, and he gets paid
No
for
way.
living the
Stop.
dream. That's just so fucking awesome.
Maybe that explains that pose that I know you can't see very well up there, but you know the one
I know
where
the one.
it's Mary Jane squatting on a couch in the most awkward, back-breaking, spine-tingling, only because you're now broken several layers of your
Spider.
spine.
Air
Air Spider.
Calm down. Put that shit on me for a minute.
Uh-oh, what's going on? Okay, here you
Come
go.
on, Air
Lady,
Spider.
over to you.
Look, I do fucking like anime because there's a lot of anime kind of shit in this, and I fucking love the Animatrix. And I think there may be
Got that one.
like another Animatrix, like 2.0 or some bullshit like that. Excuse me. I love the Matrix and shit. I'm not sorry that I hated on anime. I'm sorry I used Ghost in the Shell as the example, and honestly, it stays with Carnage. Carnage is boring as shit to me. He's just a mean old psycho that is like scarier, Venom, and Red.
Oh, did you read Dark Ages, the latest issue?
Oh, look at this. Shaolin Cowboy.
Ooh,
Yeah, for
Nice.
doing anime and Jeff Darrow.
There you go.
That's
I think that's becoming a movie or TV show.
Yeah,
or
I think it got optioned, and I think
Stupid if it
it's
didn't.
going up. Speaking of anime looking,
Oh, that is very anime looking.
Where's that from?
this is from the Animatrix.
Oh,
Story.
Is that the second one?
This is volume 2 of the Animatrix, and
I've only got
that's,
the first one. I didn't realize there was a second one.
yeah, And so this one's it says art and colors by Kieran Grant.
I will check
Originally
that one
from
out.
It says originally from Jamaica. He cites his comic artist influences Hiroki Samura, Carlos Pacheco, and Ed McGuinness. Other inspirations come
See
from a
that?
variety. What?
I said you can see the Ed McGuinness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna check that one down because I've not seen it before.
This volume 2.
Yeah, I would
Must be
check that.
impossible to find.
I found it. Oh, I think I know a site. I think Amazon. There's still a site where they've got these. It's new old stock, and they're like $11. That's cool.
Anime
I'm gonna have
looking
to look at
stuff.
that.
Yep.
Adam Warren.
Yeah, so Rose Gray didn't exactly know what's going on here. So a while back, a lady made a comment about anime, and it wasn't, in general, it was just sort of accidentally general.
I pissed people off. I rocked the boat.
I mean, I don't.
And Air
want to
Spider's
put out-
just messing with you.
Yeah.
What'd you say about Ghost in the Shell?
What did I say? No, okay, so this is what I did. I made a gross mistake. So I asked Southern Comic Geek. It was a question. I was like, okay, you're on a first date with somebody and they tell you what their favorite comic is and you get up and leave. What comic is that? And I sat there and I thought about it for a while and I was like, man, it would probably be a deal breaker for me if it was like manga or something. And then like we talked a little more and then I said something to the effect of, I don't know, man, I just can't handle like somebody being like Ghost in the Shell or whatever. And then everybody was like, blasphemy. And I was like, all right, that was the wrong thing to do because obviously Ghost in the Shell like inspired this shit. I mean, it was a misstep, clearly. I should have gone for something else.
Yeah, it was one of those, okay, so if you were out on
fucked
a
up.
date with somebody and they told you that they read this book, what would make you walk away from that conversation? What comic would it be? And everyone had different things like Young Blood. That's what I said. And the lady said, I don't know if it was some anime shit. And I don't think that you quite meant it in that general of a term, but it just was taken that way. So it's fine. People understand. You love certain things, but not all things.
My brother was really, really, really into manga and anime. So it's like Ghost in the Shell was one thing that he loved really a lot. And so it's just something I could visualize and see this big ass box set of and just like remember wanting to kick it as a teen.
Well, I will throw myself on that same fire as you. Standalone concept is dull as shit. The only interesting Ghost in the Shell was 95 movie and the original manga. The Ghost in the Shell live action movie is basically what's that one where Jean-Claude Van Damme comes back from the dead?
Commando?
No, not Commando.
No, not Time Cop.
Soldiers.
Universal Soldier.
Universal Soldier. Basically, they took Universal Soldier and they stuck it in the live action movie, and that's the only way you can make that shit interesting because basically, standalone concept complex is dull as shit. The second volume of Ghost in the Shell is dull as shit, and Rise is terrible. And you're all fucking wrong.
Fighting words. Oh, look at this. So I got a pod now.
If I'm being honest, a lot of the Ghost in the Shell manga and the subsequent movies were really slow and hard to pay attention to. And I like the director of it, but since he did Urusei Yatsura, the second movie, that Beautiful Dreamer, he's kind of stuck in his own shit.
All right, look, I love
the first Ghost in the Shell movie was basically like it was a paradigm shift, and like there's nothing that's going to come closer because like you've basically taken. And you've taken the concept of anime and said, no, we're shifting it over fucking here. And, of course, like the fucking movie was going to be bad because basically we've had The Matrix. There's no need to make the fucking Ghost in the Shell live action. Wachowski sisters did it fucking better, so.
It would be like making another Spider-Man movie and showing the death of Uncle Ben again.
Good thing they skipped that noise.
Then just skip right to May. Oh, sorry, spoilers.
I haven't seen that way, motherfucker.
I don't even know what those ones are, so I guess I'm safe, Rose. I apologize for stepping on toes, but
Neon Genesis is great because the director of that
Heart
suffered
and soul.
a
Heart and
fucking
soul.
mental breakdown.
the truth
Shin
comes.
Godzilla is the best Godzilla movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was crazy when I saw it.
Did
I
you
mean-
watch it dubbed or subbed?
Subtitled. Have to watch
No,
that.
no,
It's the only way.
because the jokes of the visual medium. So if you watch a subtitle, you're missing the fucking joke. The joke is like all this bureaucracy. Because you're watching a movie designed to be audio and visual, right? And you're not designed to read the bottom bit of the fucking screen. So you're basically taking this one of the greatest.
You are hella funny.
I just fucking shit upon it because the dub's a bit wonky, but like the whole thing where they're walking through the bureaucracy, every fucking thing, that's the joke. The joke is all the fucking text on the screen, and then you're missing that joke to read some dialogue. But you could just listen to it, and that was not a great fucking dub, but you're
I
missing that.
loved Spirited Away. I thought Spirited Away was great.
That's good.
Oh yeah, Miyazaki's films.
I
are
really
classic.
like Miyazaki stuff.
Yeah,
um,
totally.
I know ladies almost done, but I only have a couple more comics left, and then we can wrap up this show. Ready? All right, I'm going to just bang these out real quick. Here we go. Spider-Man. It is Dark Reign stuff. Here is Spider-Woman, Arachnine. Here is Strange Academy, the second print because Ghost Lamp or Gas Lamp or Lamp of Gas. And here we have The Thing. Oh man, I want this writer to come on our show here. He's a great crime writer. Here is Venom. It's the frickin' Bedlam. Bedlam, everybody. Frickin' Bedlam. Who gives a shit about Bedlam? I don't
Where's
care.
this Dusty or Al? Isn't there like a kung there's a kung fu like ninja? Isn't there? There's this anime, and I can't remember. Okay, anyways, go Rob. You go first.
I'm just banging these out, and then we can talk for a couple minutes. Okay, here we go. What if this is that Miles Morales that we've already seen, along with Devil's Reign X-Men? Because yeah, you know how much I've been reading X-Men. Here's X-Men issue number 9. I haven't read it since issue number 3, and those were all the comics I picked up today. Hey,
Knocked him out.
Conversation.
Did you show indies? There's no indies today.
There was no
Afro
indies.
Samurai. That was my shit.
Damn.
My indies should be coming in tomorrow. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Diver
Diver was
shit.
great. I love Samurai Champloo. It was by the same people that
The
put together.
best intro
yeah.
anything ever. Samurai Champloo was fucking awesome.
And
Great.
their OVA was great. Their
Did
music.
anybody watch
They were the
Afro
people that
Samurai?
made. Yeah,
I did.
They made they were the same people that made Afro Samurai, Shinjiro Watanabe, and
Okay, so I've
they
never
also
seen
did
the
Cowboy
Shampoo then.
Bebop.
Oh, yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I know.
Yeah, if you have time, watch.
Oh, there's Afro.
well, Afro
Yeah, so I
Afro
really
Samurai
liked
was good too.
Yeah.
I liked that one quite a bit. It came on like in the middle of the night on Cartoon Network, and I was like, "This shit
Yeah,
is real."
that shit was clean. They brought it to Adult Swim, right?
Is it?
This is
I'll
really
have to-
underrated. Everyone should watch this.
I'll have to
Hayachi.
watch that, Al.
No, I've never seen that
Samurai
one.
Champloo.
Michiko and Hachin.
Yeah.
What you going? I'm writing that shit down.
I'm writing that shit down.
Hey, Kirk, just remember this: 1 minute and 55 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, now and then, here and there. That was like a 4-part OVA that you could always find, like part 1 and 2 and 3. You'd never find, and hey, here's 4. I can never find.
That is some bleak shit that I really recommend.
Yeah, kind of like Grave of the Fireflies stuff. You can only really watch it once because
Except Sincere. Yeah.
Miss Kitty, damn it.
Kitty.
So I think that's been another full episode of our show. Are we
Hell
ready to
yeah.
wrap it up, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. So real quick, Marcus, we'll give you the last word. Where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter, NJX07, on Ko-fi, Patreon, Markus Pattern, Jaws, and Instagram that I don't use it. I'm going to be live streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The URL is too fucking long but you just go to my Twitter and you'll see that stuff. You can pick up my comic from my Etsy and from my Gumroad, and I'm going to be opening a small press shop, which you could also be able to buy it from. So yeah.
Sweet.
Whoop, whoop.
Just type Marcus with a K into stuff, and you'll find me. And I'm also from commissions and shit. Or if you're Todd McFarlane, I will draw next.
So you better at him.
Yeah.
I'm dropping
If you
in the chat now. Not that.
Yeah, if you have class, I'll draw the Savage Dragon mini. If you have class and then you're watching this.
There it is. Right down there is the link. I'm going to
You're a
put
saint.
that into the bio so people can go and check that out. Do try and check out these indie comics. There are a ton of Marvel and DC. You know that's pretty much all most people talk about. But
I'm also
a little bit
cheaper
more well-rounded. He's cheaper than $4.99, $5.99, $6.99 a single issue.
£3. 2 for the digital.
Or if you're in Russia right now, $3 million rubles.
Yes, pretty much.
3 million rubles.
All right, I gotta go.
So, Kirk, you have anything going on your channel or with other people?
Not this week. I did have a show this past Monday though, on Hood Rat Comics show, the Comic Book Jive, every other Monday at 8:00 West Coast Avengers time. Just get it right.
And lady, do you have anything coming up?
No, I'm good. I'll be hanging out with you on Friday probably.
Because I just got, oh my God, y'all didn't even see all this. This is nothing but Mylar, all comic skins.
Oh, it finally came in?
Busy. Yeah. There's this, and then way back over there is 1,000 comic book boards.
This is nothing but testosterone. William Shatner's Tech World. Blam. Cardigan's Fighting Two Wars.
I love William Shatner.
That's a great cover.
He's
a
no
detective
longer
now.
with us,
He's
right?
a man's man.
He's in space, isn't he?
Yeah. All right, I'm done. I'm just being a jerk.
Right. And if y'all want to catch me otherwise, you'll probably wind up seeing me over on Lady Fantastic's channel coming up this Friday or Saturday, depending on what's going on. And you will see me compete on Comic Gories next Monday, the 7th, I guess 9
Who are you
p.m.
paying? Who are you playing?
I have no idea. Oh, wait, no, I do know one person. I'm going to be playing against Mr. Comics 89. What we're going to be doing with this is, for this particular run of Comic Gories, we take 2 of our long-running series. I'm going to be picking Fantastic Four and one other thing. I'm not going to tell you yet. Maybe Thor. And he's, of course, going to be using Amazing Spider-Man because he has the entire run and one other series that I don't know yet. And we're just going to play it like we usually play Comic Gories. And this is the full-run Comic Gories version.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And
they're just going to... What run is it?
So he's going to be doing his ASM run and one other run, and I don't know.
Okay.
And there's 2 other people that will be playing, and Dusty Brick Brown says, enjoyed the show, guys, at least from the Moose Knuckles segment to now. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you for that sentiment, Dusty. We wish the same for all you out there watching, live viewers, replay viewers. We love y'all, all 60 of you that wind up watching this every week. We love you for doing so, and we'll be back next week. And next week, let's see who we got. I know I put it in here before the beginning of every episode. Next week, it's going to be one of our community episodes with Homebrewed Comics for episode 134. So thank y'all, and we'll see you next week. Love you, and read all your comics. Don't be like me.
Love y'all. Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.